Hi, welcome to EDL 845 Teaching and Learning Theories. My name is Dr. Christy Preisman, and I am looking forward to working with you over the next 8 weeks. I hope that you will find the course interesting. I realize that all of us have taken some kind of psychology course throughout our time in our undergraduate and master's degree programs. Some of you have taken specific educational psychology courses. Others may be a little bit more broad and general psych course, depending on what your majors were. So this information will likely be familiar to everyone. We will be examining 3 theories: the behaviorist theory, social cognitive theory, and constructivism. And we will be examining not only kind of the basic premises of these pieces of teaching and learning, but how they have evolved over history, how they impact teaching and learning today. Now, I realize some of you have years of teaching experience, and some of you maybe have a couple, and some of you maybe have no teaching experience. And that is totally fine, because what we're going to try to do is meet everyone where they're at and find a way to expand on the knowledge, skills, and experiences that you already have. So as you can see in front of you here, we have the student learning objectives for our course, where we will first demonstrate an understanding of the historical foundation from which our current views of learning have evolved. We will compare and contrast these 3 different human learning theories. We will especially focus on constructivism, or the constructivist view of learning, and we will kind of work to demonstrate a better understanding of the learner as an active processor, which you will see how that will change and modify from behaviorist theory to social cognitive theory to constructivism. And then throughout your assignments and activities, I will definitely be asking you to apply these views of learning to your practical teaching and learning context right now in your personal and or professional life. And then we will evaluate and create new approaches to teaching based on this sound learning theory. And then we will briefly highlight the role of assessment in ascertaining learning. So the course shell is set up pretty simply. You can see here is the syllabus instructor information button, and I'm going to go ahead and click on that real quick just to give you a quick overview of this. Here's the course syllabus, so please make sure that you take a look at that and let me know if you have any questions. The textbook for our course is actually very exciting. It was a textbook that I was looking at and trying to figure out how I could use some or parts of it legally and ethically, and when I was doing some searching, I actually found the entire textbook online as a free PDF. So what I need you to do is I need you to Google the textbook information right there and find the free online PDF, and then download a copy of that. If you can't find that, please let me know and I will try to direct you more specifically to it, but hopefully it should be an easy search, and voila, there it is. We will not be looking at every chapter, but I encourage you to kind of keep it on hand because you may want to reference it for future courses. To begin with our opening activities for our course, you're first going to complete a KWL chart for me. Some of you may be familiar with this, but you can read about it. It's a know. This is what the K stands for. The W stands for what you want to learn, and then the L stands for what you have learned. And I'm going to have you guys do this through a Google Doc, mainly to get you experience working with Google Docs as well, because there are a couple professors, myself included in the program, who use Google Docs. So if you've never done that before, it is a fairly easy process. And for those of you who are familiar, you'll be creating a Google Doc with your or I have created the template, and you'll just make a copy of this document. And so this right here is very important because right now it is a master copy. So if you type directly into the master copy, you will overtake everyone else's work in their in their copy also if they haven't made a copy, and you will mess up with you will mess up the master document. So please read the directions carefully, and that you need to first make a copy of the document, and the link is right here to get there. And then you will need to place your last name in the title, and then you'll need to share the document with kpreisman@gmail.com. So I'll show you what this will look like, but it will come up just like this. And so then you just go File, and then you go Make a Copy, and then put your last name in the title, and then you will share, which is right here. Once you make your copy, you will share, File Share with me. And like I said, just type in my email address, kpreisman@gmail.com. And again, it is very important that you make a copy of this document prior to typing in. And so I talk a little bit about the KWL chart again, kind of what do you know? So I ask you kind of some questions, and then just kind of fill in these sections right here. And I ask you to fill in the know and the want to know even before you start doing any reading or any research for this course. And then by week 8, you'll need to fill in the what you have learned part. And I'll remind you as we get closer to the end of the course that you need to do that. Okay? So our second piece that I need you all to start thinking about right away is your virtual class meeting and talking point, where you will read the article Theories of Teaching and Learning. What do they mean for educators? And here you will be answering some aha moments, some super suggestions, and some additional analysis. And so my hope with these 3 levels for our talking point is that our aha moments, that they can help each of you to kind of, or for those of you who may not have a lot of experience, that you can just kind of realize like, okay, what was the new information to me? And then our suggestions for our super suggestions and our additional analysis kind of step ahead in our kind of higher order levels of thinking, in that, what suggestions did the article give you? What suggestions can you share with your peers that are connected to the article? And then that additional analysis, what kind of higher order connections can you make in your personal and or professional career to kind of some of the information that the article is presenting to you? So with the talking point, you'll find in the directions that these need to be submitted by 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, the night of the virtual meeting that you choose. You are more than welcome to submit it before then, but I will need it by then, and then we'll have our virtual class meeting together as well. So we'll go back to our syllabus instructor, and please, then there's just a little bit of information about me, but then we'll go back to the welcome page, and I will only talk about the behaviorist theory button because all of the buttons are going to be set up the same way. But in each of your sections, what I do is I kind of just have a brief overview of kind of behaviorist theory and kind of what we'll be doing. We talk about the student learning objectives, and then I identify what chapter you need to read. And then I have maybe a video or two and maybe another resource depending upon what the topic is. And then your assignments will be described right here, very similar to what you have in the syllabus. And then your assignment link will be down here. So again, all of the buttons will be the same. Please take a look over the course shell. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And again, I am looking forward to working with each of you. I'm looking forward to the dynamics of the cohort and the experiences and the skills and the knowledge that each one of you bring, and how these can positively impact everyone else in what we do and what we know. Okay, take care. Thanks.